All right, guys, so welcome to Kettlebell Day. So for this workout, you're just gonna need one kettlebell. And depending on what workout you've done prior to this, you may have two sitting around if you rented a couple. If not, then you can come in and just grab one and you'll be able to get all of this stuff done here. So we have some strength stuff, just 3 sets today because we have 4 different exercises, so a lot going on. And then we have a little conditioning piece. And this is more just a fun little conditioning thing versus something that's really going to leave you floored laying on the ground when you're done. It's more of a grip endurance type of workout. So let's go over our strength stuff. We have some, I would call them more technical single leg movements as well as a little bit of pressing. So first thing on the board is our single leg squat, and typically we do those on the box. So I'm gonna have Diane come in here and show us what that looks like. So for this, we do not need something particularly tall in order to do this. You can get a lot of work done on a low box. So if you're not very good at these, you typically scale, just do something really short, like a stack of books or something like that. You're just gonna go down, tap your heel to the ground, not your toe, just tap your heel to the ground and stand back up. So you see the range of motion is a little bit limited. Now, if we were in the gym, I would have you scale this to where you could go through a bigger range of motion. But since you're doing this at home, it's okay to limit the range of motion to something that you are able to do. If you want to make it more challenging and you don't have something very tall, you just bring the leg a little bit further forward as you go down, and that will increase the range of motion for your squat. If you need help, you can grab the kettlebell that you rented and use that as a counterweight. So she'll reach it out in front of her, and if you have poor ankle mobility, this tends to help a little bit for you. So you got 8 per leg there. Following that, we have another single leg movement, and it's something that I think you guys are all very familiar with, our cross-body Romanian deadlift. So she's reaching the weight outside of her down leg, so she's hitting it outside of her foot, and then standing back up. Again, we're working on keeping the down leg not locked out, but pretty straight so that she's working on her hamstring and her glute as she pulls herself back up. And the rest of her body should be moving as a unit. So she's keeping her butt tight on the leg that's coming up. So that leg rises as her upper body drops down towards the ground. As always, keep your back straight, keep your arm engaged while you're holding on to the weight. So 8 per leg there. Next thing is our goblet Cossack squat. So we're taking a nice wide stance. And I watch a lot of you guys do this with too narrow of a stance. It makes it easier in most cases if you go wider. So play around with the width of your stance, especially if you're having trouble with this. So nice and wide stance, and it's essentially a side lunge. So you're holding your weight in a goblet position. Knee is tracking outside your toe. Your foot is flat on the ground. This leg is straight. Okay, you're going to stand back up and drop down to the other side. Again, knee outside the toe, foot flat, back straight, and good range of motion here. She's going to stand back up. That's 1 on each side. You're going for a total of 6 per leg. If the kettlebell makes that a little bit too challenging for you and you want to just do body weight, then that's fine. Or if you reach it out in front of you, you can utilize the kettlebell as a counterbalance if you feel like you're falling backwards a little bit too much. So that might be something to try. Our next thing is our pressing. So we have our half kneeling strict press. So she's in a good lunge position here. So her right knee is on the ground, which means her right arm is the one pressing. Her left arm is off of her body, so that I want you using your core to stabilize. All right, so arm off the body, okay? She's pressing it straight up and bringing it right back down to that front rack position. Again, thumb at the collarbone, the weight sitting right in that little nook of her arm. Again, pressing it straight up, bringing it right back down. So, if you grab the weight where you're not able to do this as a strict press, then go ahead and stand up, that's fine. And you can do some single arm push presses. So just get a little dip and drive it up overhead. All right, so that's a modification if the weight's a little too heavy for that strict press. All right, so that's your strength stuff for today. The conditioning piece is, like I said, it's pretty fun. We have a 10 down to 1 ladder of kettlebell snatches and lunges. So the way it's going to go is she's going to do her first set of kettlebell snatches. It will be 10 on her right arm. So those kettlebell snatches, let's go ahead and do a few of them in a row. Remember, Soft elbow through the middle. She's going to punch that weight up overhead, arm locked out at the top. All right, keeping the weight close to your body. And you want to get a good hip hinge. You're not squatting this. You're leaning forward, pushing your butt back. So she does her 10 kettlebell snatches, and she's going to follow that up with 10 lunges on her right leg. All right? So you switch that time. So it'll be right leg, which means she's going to tap her right knee down to the ground every single rep. We're not alternating on these lunges. It's just right lunge, okay? She'll do 10 there. After 10th one, she'll stand up, bring that weight down, and switch hands. And she'll go 10 snatches on her left arm. Following those 10, she'll do 10 lunges on her left leg. All right. After she's done 10, she's going to repeat that pattern. So then it's 9 snatches on the right arm, 9 lunges on the right leg. Then 9 snatches on the left arm, 9 lunges on the left leg. And you're going to continue that pattern all the way down until you get one of everything. Once you've completed the 1 snatch, 1 lunge, 1 snatch, 1 lunge, time is up. So, like I said, this is going to get a little bit grippy. You're hanging on to a weight the whole time. I would challenge you guys, if you can, to do this entire workout without setting the kettlebell down, without taking a break. And do it all unbroken. A good rest position for this is going to be up over your head while you're doing those kettlebell snatches. Obviously, you're going to be holding it up over your head while you're doing those lunges, so you're going to be tired here too. But if you need a breather, this is a great spot to breathe. Otherwise, you can front rack it if you need a little bit of a break, but do your best to not set it down. All right? So, this is the kettlebell day. Again, you just need 1 kettlebell. Good luck with this one. I look forward to seeing how you guys do.